Hi, my name's Joe Coriaty. I'm here representing a point of view from Credit Fisher and Partners. Nathan and Joel are here with me, taking literally the embedding equity and economy in our environment to create communities and trying to think about what that really means. And starting off in the equity, I have a 6-month-old granddaughter, and holding her and looking into her eyes and thinking about what it really means in terms of the equity for the future generations and how that relates to what we should be thinking about in terms of the buildings, the amount of energy they use, etc. And working, in fact, with Borough Happold at the Crossroads, we did a science building. And one of the things that was really interesting is the science building has made an incredible difference in how sustainability and the act of making the building was shared with the students. Students literally helped craft parts of the building. At a place which is a little bit less fortunate, which is the Jane Eisner School, that we did an adaptive reuse project in Harvard Heights, in which an abandoned building that had been abandoned for about 40 years was turned into a middle school. And the difference that that made in the community and how the value of education were to change their lives. In economy, one of the best projects I think we ever did is a 450 square foot cabana in Occidental, California. And why are we making buildings so big? And I think as architects, one of the early speakers talked about the percentage. If we made every building 15 or 20% smaller, it would be really good. And the economy of light and space, we talk a lot about that. And how do we make common sense? We're working with Joel and Borough Happold on a project for the city of Santa Monica, trying to make it a living building challenge, and how the tricks of light and space are really critical. And economy, how do we reuse buildings? Of course, as architects, we want to tear them down and do new ones, but our work at Bergamont Station, how we use and work with the city of Santa Monica to rebuild buildings that are kind of funky but could have another life. And how together those things make in the environment. I spent last winter in Taos, New Mexico, a couple of days or about a week with my family, and really understanding, although the Pueblo is not used full-time, the lifestyle that has created and the influence it has on people, and just thinking about what that means. Our work with Jane Corner in Tongva Park in Santa Monica, as some of the other speakers talked about, being aware of daily life, having some kind of connection to nature, being outside, understanding that every little bit of having this kind of connection to living things makes a difference. And then Karl Blasfeld, his work on photographing plants, and I did some research today. He talked about the relationship of the plant to architecture, and I think that we might want to think about the relationship of architecture to plants and how that affects the environment.